Emotional intelligence is your ability to know yourself, understand your emotions, and use it positively in every single situation. Aristotle says to know yourself is to grow yourself. Now, emotional intelligence allows you to resolve conflict. It allows you to empathize with people. It allows you to interact appropriately in every situation that you find yourself. But most importantly, what emotional intelligence does is it allows you to get to know yourself, accept yourself, and develop yourself appropriately. Isn't that an awesome trait to have? But guess what? Not a lot of people have figured out a way to develop their emotional intelligence. And a lot of us on the other side of the scale are still working at it. Like every single day, I'm a work in progress. Like every single one of us are work in progress. Emotional intelligence is not something that you go to school, you graduate, you get a degree, and they're like certified emotional intelligence expert. Yeah, there are actually people who teach on that. But when you talk about the personal application of it, every single human being living, breathing is a work in progress when it comes to emotional intelligence. We are always making sure that we're doing the work, but some people are just not doing the work. That's why we're going to talk about emotional intelligence and relationships today. Some of the ups, the downs, the in-betweens, and how we can make our relationships better by simply doing this simple little tweak. Alright guys, today's episode is sponsored by HD Pro Global. Make sure you go to the website. HD Pro Global offers amazing medical aesthetic services, education, training that allows you to earn more by helping others transform their bodies in 90 days or less. hdproglobal.com is where you want to go. However, the most important part of today is this. Subscribe! Yes, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Dr. OJ Speaks. Like this video, turn your notification on, ding, 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 so that you know when I upload videos every Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and when I go live every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We go live on every social media platform. So if you want to be a guest on my Wednesday live show, hit me up, let me know what you want to talk about, and we will work you into our schedule. In the meantime, y'all, I'll be back with some emotional intelligence conversation and how this could be the saving grace to your relationship. Like, could you imagine if we had more people with high EQ, how many amazing relationships we would have? Anyway, we'll dive deep when I get back. See you soon.
Yeah. Oh no, oh no. She's old, yeah. So many of us got what to say, but we don't have the means, but we can listen, yeah. Things that we sharpen our vision, yeah. Oh yeah. Negativity getting out of the way. By listening to us that we bring life, yeah. Plus it's like the voice of an angel, yeah. Dr. OJ, visionary, extraordinary. That burning like giving joy to the helpless. Oh, yes. With the team bringing life to the dream. That's all we, yeah. Ruby and Sammy and she's, oh yeah. Transforming one life at a time. With the best voice that you have. Dr. OJ keep on speaking for us. You're the voice we want to.
Welcome back, guys. So what are the 5 main, I'm gonna just jump right into this conversation because today we're gonna do a boom, 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 because we want to give you the meat of the matter. We're not gonna beat around the bush. What are the 5 main qualities of an individual who has a high level of emotional intelligence? They are self-aware, like they know themselves. They are able to self-regulate themselves, like they're able to like pull back, move forward, stabilize, they're able to self-regulate themselves. Number 3, they have empathy. They're able to put themselves in other people's shoes and they stay motivated. They're people who are just self-starters. They don't need somebody to come and say, hey, you got this. They don't need much of, when some people say like words of affirmation is their love language, I think we all would appreciate that if somebody just said, oh, good job, I love what you're doing. But these types of individuals are people who, regardless of what you have to say about them, they really do have a way of staying motivated, staying self-inspired, and last but not the least, they are extremely, extremely socially appropriate people. I use that word very loosely though, not extremely, but maybe extremely, not double extreme. But really, they are socially appropriate, so they know how to conduct themselves if they're in a social setting. They know what to say to people. They know what not to say. Not all the time, sometimes, and you know, they do have a way with words. They know how to appropriately respond to situations. Not to say these individuals are aliens, because I know that all these characteristics that I just listed to you sounds like, who are you talking about? You're talking about like a living, breathing person who is alive just like us and living in this society, and they don't get angry and they don't lose their cool. They do. They do. But let's look at all of these traits, being self-aware, and how it really helps you have successful relationships. We're going to cite another amazing, fun-loving celebrity couple that I love to kind of share their lives with you. Tonto Dike and her recent ex. Well, not recent, it's not so recent, but I'm kind of digging it up now. But let's talk about Tonto Dike and her ex. And you know, the messy breakup, all of the online yawa and all of the back and forth, you know, and so many other people who do this. Like, let's look at Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. That was a fiasco. That was a global fiasco. Like, literally everyone around the world was paying attention to this exes and how they aired all of their dirty laundry in court of justice system and court of public opinion. And I must say that those types of traits are indications that these individuals have not invested properly in their emotional intelligence development. Realize I kind of stressed that last word, development, because it's something that you have to. It's a must. If you are going to be successful in life, which requires you to interact with other human beings, which requires you to have relationships and families and marriages and things like that, emotional intelligence development is a must. I tell you, I had to learn it too. So I'm not just coming here telling you something on the told you, she said emotion. Look, even me, I'm a work in progress. On some days you catch me on a good day, I tell you I got it all together. Like, I say the right things, I smile right, I respond properly. On another day when I'm not even on the right side of my personality, I'm just like, catch me on the bad side, I can go off, I can, you know, slide off the scale of emotional intelligence. In fact, slide all the way off the scale of Dr. OJ. Like, just completely slide off and just give you the raw oikosola, which everybody else has the ability to do. However, if you have high emotional intelligence, you spend more time on the other side of being proper, being able to empathize, being able to respond, being self-aware, being able to stay motivated, socially appropriate, and all those things that I mentioned to you earlier. Those are the things where you spend more of your time and less time going far left. You know, my people say yaba left or whatever, but you know what I mean. You spend more time on the right side of the scale than going all the way left. And more time, and being emotionally intelligent person, you actually find a way to keep a balance. Yeah, you keep a balance for yourself. So when we talk about relationships and how couples these days just go on social media just because they break up, they air their dirty laundry, they talk bad about each other, they kind of go back and forth, they kind of throw everything out the window. They don't even care about their status, their position. They just do as they like. They do anyhow, and we see them anyhow. That is a high indication of lack of emotional intelligence, guys. And listen up, you will do yourself a solid if you take some time. I know that a lot of times, I guess, especially in the African community, maybe we're getting better now, but now, you know, I know that we don't really believe in this whole idea of the premise of personal development. We like a lot of professional development. We can take courses to the wazoo. If they tell you that that course is going to make money for you, like, Africans, we will take it, we will go to school, we will stay there. But when it comes to, take this course that's going to help you be a better person, you're like, who that will help? But sis, bro, the world we're living in today, it's become a necessity. Having basic fundamental soft skills is become a necessity. Not just being in a boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, fiance, or whatever you're calling yourself, boo, bae, it's not even just about those relationships right now. It's about every single relationship you're developing around yourself, emotional intelligence, having the proper attitude, knowing how to say what to say. Sometimes what you don't know, you just don't know. That's the truth. What you don't know, you just don't know. And they say, if you know better, you do better. If you know better, you do better. Okay. All right, guys, I'll be right back, and we keep talking about this emotional intelligence. You know I got you, right?
My name is Dr. Ohikosola Jinadu. I'm a beauty professional, med spa operator, franchise owner, and director of education at HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa. As a mother of 3 boys and immigrant business owner, it is important for me to have a steady and sustainable source of income that transcends economic, government, or public health uncertainties and instability like the global pandemic we are still recovering from. That is why HD Pro Global has created multiple systems that allows my team and I to train, educate, certify, and establish independent med spa operators like us all over the globe. For more information, check out our website to attend a free webinar to get started on your path to continuous success, no matter what is going on in your part of the world. I cannot wait to meet you. Thank you.
So when we're talking about poster children for lack of emotional intelligence, we can really start from ourselves, because we all are, can be, have been, could be, still poster children for lack of emotional intelligence. So we're not pointing any fingers right here, because nobody's perfect. However, we've seen certain traits and examples that you can see as indications of someone lacking proper emotional intelligence. You know, when you talk about people who have messy public, what's he called? Cora Dibi, the lady who, married to this white guy, the relationship appeared to be really perfect and amazing, fairy tale, and all of a sudden they break up and things are so messy, and then eventually it seems like she went back to the same person, and that's quite disturbing, because I feel like there's certain lines you don't cross, and when you cross that line, there's no going back. You just gotta keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward. That would have been the honorable thing to do. But for individuals who have absolutely no clue about emotional intelligence, who have not developed themselves or done the work to heal themselves and be whole, they end up doing things like what we see, going back into messy relationships, going back into situations that stopped serving them, and all of a sudden I'm wondering why they figured out a way to make it serve them. Okay, we're gonna visit that another time. But are people who really just explode publicly, have fights on social media, like you're fighting with someone on social media, like all those other things that people do. Those are signs and indications that there's absolutely no development in that area of emotional intelligence. Now, what can you do? Because you're like, Dr. OJ, okay, you've told us all the things that are bad about emotional intelligence. You told us all the things, and okay, what can we do? I got you! What can you do? Let me tell you, you can hire a coach. There are amazing, world-renowned emotional intelligence coaches. In fact, a lot of coaches who are certified in life skills and personal development will be able to help you navigate having to walk through your own journey of developing emotional intelligence. They should be able to, and you definitely want to check their credentials to make sure that they're able to serve you in that area. That's what you're looking for. Another thing that you can do is getting in touch with a therapist, a licensed. Everybody now they do therapy these days. Everybody now they do coaching these days. Me, I coach you, but I tell you the way I coach. I don't coach in anything I don't know anything about. But find a licensed therapist who can help you dive deep into, first of all, getting to know yourself. Everybody cannot be the problem. If you have been married to 1, 2, 3, or you've dated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are the common denominator, guess who the problem is? You have to figure that out first. And a lot of people find themselves in that debacle, and I say it very loosely, because they have not taken the time to know who they are, and they have not developed what it is that makes them tick, and just understanding themselves emotionally thereby allowing them to know the right kind of spirit, the right kind of mind, the right kind of person to attach themselves to. So they keep attracting the wrong people. It's a whole long list of stuff that you can do. But guys, listen, my advice is keep working on yourself. Figure out a way to watch videos like mine. There's so many amazing videos online that can help you learn how to center yourself, how to know yourself, how to understand, love yourself. Because if you don't know yourself, why are you trying to get to know another person? Because that's a mystery that a lot of us don't like to solve. You don't solve the mystery of who you are. Like if they ask you who you are, like when you start talking, you might not even be able to really describe affirmatively who you are because you don't know who you are. Or you've not taken the time to completely pull yourself together, like heal yourself. Physician, heal thyself first before you start going out to try to bring another person's son, another person's daughter into that situation. Or, so many reasons why we truly need to get grounded with emotional intelligence. Develop those traits, and I tell you, not only will your personal, your personal intimate relationships will be better, but I promise you, every other area of your life will also testify to the goodness of that development in your life. All right, guys, that's all I have for you on this episode. I really hope that it really helps you kind of navigate your way and just find something that you can take and use. I come with a lot of love. Please don't shoot the messenger. I just want to make people's lives better, because here's the thing. The reason I decided to really focus Dr. OJ Speaks on relationships and lifestyle is because I believe that I've made a lot of mistakes in my life when it comes to failed marriage that I had to walk away from, being a single mom, navigating the dating scene, still trying to navigate the dating scene. I'm trying to balance that with everything else that I do. And with all the experiences that I have, I am very, very grateful for the opportunity to have a platform where I get to share, not just blabbing my mouth and talking about things that I have an opinion about, but bringing you fun facts, bringing you real life scenarios, and bringing you real stories of people, and being able to intelligently kind of just dissect those situations and bringing you data and resources that hopefully help you do better in your own life. And I promise you that every week as I'm bringing that information to you, I'm also being able to make myself better along the way. Because when you start talking about these things, you find that you start seeing the need to do better in your own life, so you can be a better representation of your brand, not a contradiction. Because I'm not the kind of person that tells people to do stuff and all of a sudden behind the scenes I'm being someone else. What you see is what you get. So hopefully this channel serves you in that way. And if you think it serves you, guess what you can do to thank us? Subscribe, turn your notifications on, share this video, and leave us some nice comments, or whatever comments. Leave us some comments below and let's hear back from you and help us grow our community. Alright guys, that's it from me today. Another wonderful episode of Dr. OJ, the MedSpa Professor, talking about emotional intelligence and successful relationships. How are your relationships looking? Tell me, just give me feedback. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. Or what are some tools, resources that you have applied for better life in all areas. See you next week. Bye.